Hmm. How is everyone doing? See if we can get some people in here. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Let me just throw a few of these out there. Sup, man? How's everyone doing? So I was able to see the... Yeah, it's quite nice sometimes. I was able to see the alerts because we have them in our testing channel for calls. We got a level 3 alert at like the very end of the day on Amazon. I want to check that out. So we got it at... Literally came in right at the end of the day, like right there. Level 3 alert is a multi-million-dollar alert. Let's see if we can pull up what caused that. Internet's being slow today. I don't see it in here, which... Surprised it's not in here. So I got it through my alerts, but I didn't get it through here. That's interesting. Although, these are some pretty big call orders that came through today with some pretty short expirations that are pretty far out of the money. So that's good news. Also got a call alert for jets at the end of the day. Yeah, I could see that kind of in a flag right there. Let's see if jets does tomorrow. I don't have flow algo anymore. I just wasn't using it enough. Although the winner of the day for flow was definitely Apple. We were getting flow all the way from the start, all the way. Started getting puts around here, and then we started to get some more calls towards the end of the day. So here, maybe I can. Wonder if there's a way to show you guys this. So we were getting flow on Apple all day, and that was all we were really getting today was Apple, and then at the end of the day I got Amazon, and we did get a Tesla at towards the end of the day too. Yeah, I like cheddar way better. So we got one at, where was it? 302 for Tesla. That would have been right about here. So we got a level 2 Tesla alert. So we'll see what Tesla does tomorrow. Everything else for that was Apple today. Apple is the only thing that really met conditions for it to be considered a shout out. So let's look into Fortuna. look at some of the call alerts on Fortuna. I'm just going to start with the beginning of the day. First call alert we got was Uber. We got 2 call alerts on Uber today. Let's see if we can match those up. So we got the 2 call alerts there. Those did not work out very good today as we continued to sell off towards the end of the day. Where are... I would have been hard pressed to go in on that, even with that. So I would have waited for that to curve back up anyways, but I do like Uber where it's at. I mean, it's still in a good range. Let me redo that. So I thought it would bounce here because he had a double fib zone that it was hovering in between. I thought it was going to go there, so I may have gone in on that just because of the double fib zone. So we'll see. It might go down to 36 now before it reverses. That wouldn't surprise me, but I'd like to see it bounce off this 36.16 and hover back up. That would be nice. So right now the levels I haven't shown you guys. They're not displaying for you guys until we figure out exactly what we want to do with the flow alerts. But once we get them, you'll be able to see them in Project Signum for now. So let's see here. We had a buy signal for USO. That one may work out. We'll see what happens there. That looks like it worked out for a really short scalp. And then it does kind of look like a bear flag, but we'll see how that works out tomorrow. Again, this is an ETF, so it's based on oil prices. So if oil prices go up, it'll go up. And then we got a double buy signal on Viacom today. I think I like this one. Yeah, I like this one. Just because we have this going on. Well, that we had a breakout and then bounce off. And then basically got a falling wedge here. So I expect Viacom will be going back up. We'll see though. The Disney news may push it back down. I wouldn't be surprised with Disney going to all streaming. That would hurt Viacom. But we'll see. See what happens. I like that it's using the old resistance as support though, and it's going back up. So that one may work out well. We'll have to review that one again tomorrow. There's the 2 on that. Got a Carnival Cruise Line buy. It looked like it worked out intraday for a about a 20-cent move. That could have been a couple percentage points there. We'll see how that works out. It's still in this downtrend here. It did not break that. So it's still got this downtrend here. See how that works out tomorrow. And that's all we really got for buy signals today. Just the double buy on Viacom, the double buy on Uber, and then the buy on CCL, and that was all we had for buy signals today. We did get a bunch of mini buy signals. We can review some of those. We got a Nike buy signal on the minis towards the end of the day. Let's go into that. So that was our mini buy signal on Nike there. Looks like it alerted at 129.43 and it went up to, so you got a 35-cent move. I mean, you captured something, but we're really hoping for a bigger move than that on the minis. You know, we're hoping for something like this. So again, this kind of looks like a bull flag. You got a falling, collapsing wedge there, so Wouldn't be surprised if this bounces back tomorrow. Nike's been stupid lately, so we'll see. Other buy signals. We got a mini at 1220 on. Man, we got a mini on Uber too. A mini on USO. That was all we had for buy signals. So because the market was running today, we didn't really get many buy signals, because usually for the buy signals to happen, we have to have a falling first and then it reverses for the upside. So nothing really happening today on the alert side. Project Signum or Mercury. Let's look into some of these Mercury ones that we had today. So had some downgrades today on PNW. So it looks like the downgrades overnight knocked it down, and that kind of traded sideways. So that would have been a tough one to get in, but these buy signals are nice. Upgrades on UMC. Looks like it started the day and then sold off. Ping got downgraded. Started the day down and kind of went sideways. And then towards noon, we got some other alerts coming. Had a low buy alert on work at noon, or yeah, at noon. So that would have came in right here. For this is just off of analyst ratings, so that came in the morning, and we just caught it at noon. We could potentially do those more often. That's just PLT got a morning upgrade, so that looked like a good one. Levi got a morning upgrade. That would have not been a good one. MCS got a sell alert in the morning. That would have been. We'll see how that works out. I've never heard of half of these anyways, so might have to. Yeah. What the? Yeah, these are weird. I'm tired. Let's see. HRC got a sell alert. Never heard of like half of these. So, let's see here. Hillian. Man, this just seems like another. Hillian just seems like another Nikola. Like it's just gonna scam everybody out of their money. That's just my personal thoughts. I don't think it's gonna ever do anything. But we can have some fun with it. Zoom does seem like it wants to go to 1K. That'd be something, wouldn't it? I haven't looked at D King in a while. Looks like it kind of hit my target and sold off. Hit this area up here. Then retraced down to the normal, and now the move is done. So the looks like the wave is done. Retraced all the way back. Created a head and shoulders, and does not look very good for D King right now. I'm just gonna go down in order here, pen. Pen, I had a bullish scenario here if it was going to break out. Looks like it did not do that. I'm just going to update some of my colors here. Green and gold, baby. So I'll be curious to see what this does now. Probably needs to bounce in here if it's going to go up, but it's kind of got a double top going on there, and I don't like that. Let's see what Zoom is doing. Whoa, okay then. Forgot I went crazy on this one. So I still got Zoom going to about 650 here. We'll see what happens though. Did a false breakout today. We'll see. It did have a couple bars above there on the 1 hour. It went back in. Looks like it struggled to get out of the 78% zone. Never could get above this right here. So struggling with the 500 mark. It seems to be heavy resistance. So I'd like to see it break above 500 and then it has room to 650. Let's see what else we got here. Netflix. Wow, Netflix is just running. Broke that downtrend there. Get rid of these. That plays over. Be curious to see if it bounces off here. If not, this is going back down towards ER. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Neo workhorse in space. My Neo moves are still consolidating up here in this fib zone. Nothing really new there. Workhorse. I had workhorse going to about 37. Looks like it rejected off of for a double top off of this 30, about the 30.57 today. So I would like to see it hold the 27 zone, and then it potentially could be making a cup right here. So this would then do this kind of thing. So we'll see. If it doesn't hold this breakout here, then it has to kind of make a cup and see what's going on. Space. Oh shit, I did do space. It's not invalidated yet, but it's getting close. We can adjust this and see. Really need it to hold in here, otherwise this move is not right, and I have to redo the whole thing. So we'll see. BAC. BC is interesting. I know that's a big Berkshire Hathaway backed one. I know I got a ton of lines on a lot of these vertical lines. It's nothing TA related. It's Fortuna related, basically, to check things to make sure Fortuna was working right. Ooh, don't love that. Banks are gonna be ugly tomorrow. Woohoo! Hope you didn't go. Oh, and we got earnings. Ooh, yeah, that is a very bearish move. And we had very bad signals at the end of the day. Was it the 5 minute? or 15. Yeah, we had triple sell signals across 3 different banks. At the end of the day, we had, what was it, BAC, GS struggling with this uptrend right here. The double top, basically. Kind of got a cup, though, and handle. I see what you're saying there with the cup and handle. But all of them are rising wedges, though, too. So we'll see which formation breaks out. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice cup right there. See? That's what a cup looks like. We'll see what happens, though. It's got struggling with this 46. I don't know if I've done Tesla. Oh yeah, I did do Tesla. So Tesla is still on track for about 531. So we'll see. Tesla broke out of its wedge, held this zone right here, so we're looking for it to push up above 450 tomorrow. T. Man, people just don't like AT&T. It's such a good stock. I really love it. Good time to go long on it for some dividends. I'd get shares on it. I wouldn't get anything else. Could potentially have a corrective wave right here. Let's see what this fib looks like. It's not bad. That would have been a 50%. Yeah, that could be. It might still have room to go down. So if it bounces off of here, then I would go in. If it bounced off 27.75. Jimmy, that's a weird looking stock. Alright, let's do this. See. So you had a retrace to the 38 and a bounce, and then a bounce up here. If it does sell off tomorrow, we'll see what happens. So this is the start of a wave. Should go into here. Retrace back down to here. Well, could retrace back down to here and then go up to here like that. So could go up to 14. I don't know a ton about it. I know it's like the Amazon of Africa is what I know. So we'll see. I don't know what the U.S. Postal Office is choosing. I haven't looked into it enough. I haven't really been paying as much attention to the stock market as I should lately. I've been really trying to develop the software more, and I've just literally only been trading off the software. I haven't really been trying to follow all the news and I'm trying to automate all of it so I don't have to follow all of it. That's the goal, right? Just have it all come to you, and then you don't have to sit there and research for hours on end. Intel, let's see. Holy cow, Intel's been going nutso. I'll get rid of a lot of these lines. So if Intel follows this, I'd like to see it actually bounce off here tomorrow and go up to the 54 area. 54 to 55 tomorrow would be nice. Let's try to Elliot this crap out. Boom. Oops, what just happened? Retrace to the 38. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. So theoretically, this should go here. And back down. That'd be a nice Elliott wave right there. That's what that would look like by earnings. 55.50 by ER. That would be my goal. Somewhere in this zone right here. Yeah, I mean, it can gap up, but the gap up probably isn't going to come till earnings. There's got to be a catalyst for it, so what you're probably going to see is the 55. If they crush it with earnings, then it can go up to 62. It'll go up here. So probably the 59.82, which is almost a perfect retracement. So the $60 mark should be what we're looking for. Potentially up here, which would be crazy, but I would say 55. If the earnings is really good and everyone likes what it says, then you could see a $5 gap up after earnings, and that would be my guess. So CRK. Comstock. Why are you showing me penny stocks? I'll do it just for fun, though. You see these zones where it struggles? That's what's happening with the fib. So you can see it gaps up and then struggles there, and then gaps up and struggles there, and then it's getting more and more struggle in here. You can see on the way down these zones are also struggle zones. And then it finally collapsed here. I know nothing about this stock, but I can tell you all about fibs. So, if I had to guess, if there's bullish, I don't know if this is bullish sentiment or not, but probably be looking at something like this. I don't know, maybe. I know nothing about it, but that would be my guess. I mean, it could also do this. Potentially. That could be a move too. Or it could go like in between there. It doesn't necessarily have to hit the fib, but they tend to. I mean, that could be something like that too. Typically wave 2 is the longest. That's why I put that like that. We'll leave that. Leave that alone and see what happens. Square? Yeah, we could look at square. I mean, square did its thing today. Or maybe it didn't. What was it? October 12th. So it gapped up to start and it sold off all day. So then the question is, why does it sell off? Wow, this stock is just nuts lately, hasn't it been? Perfect retrace to the 136. That's cool. I don't mean to do that. Oh, hi Connor. I mean, Square looks like it wants 200. That wouldn't surprise me. If this is a Elliott wave, which looks like you got a ton of tiny ones in here. And then you had a corrective wave right here. So this was your corrective wave right here. I'll show you that. So it looks like it rejected off the 1618, which is a perfect rejection in zone. Makes sense to me. And what happened in here with this retracement is you had basically a corrective wave, so you had a up there, and now it's starting to go back up again. So then you gotta say, alright, let's look at this again. What's it gonna do? So you got double zones. The double zones are strong support and resistance zones. So that's why they're important. So now you have a double zone up here. This could provide potentially strong resistance. So we can also do an extension off of here too to see what's happening. And look for some more zones. Alright, so if this is our new wave right here, then we're looking at this potentially. Oops, that's the wrong one. Hold on. So this corrective wave is done. So now we're starting at the 1 again. Went up to the 618, down to the 382. Could go up to either the 0.78, or it could go up here and then retrace down to the 618. And then, hold on, and you could potentially see that move right there. That seems kind of odd. I think it does more of this. That would make more sense to me, probably. We'll see what happens, though. It could do something like this. That would make sense too. So let's see if it pulls back to 178. If it bounces off the 185, then it has some room to run. But again, this 193 area, you got some this top yellow line, what I call the golden zone in here, is very hard to break out. If it gets rejected, usually it's a good time to get. Like I would have taken puts here if I had time to look at this stuff, because the rejection out of this zone would have been perfect put opportunity, because you could have potentially see it retrace all the way back to 170. But if it breaks above here, that's your signal to go in. So yeah, I am destroying everyone at RPG. That's what happens when you're off of work and you sit at home all day. Ugh. I was wrong here. I saw these double buys on Friday, and I thought maybe we'd go into a correction back into this channel. And that was the idea behind it, but now I'm starting to think we don't get that, obviously. So that would be something like that would have been. If we don't get a correction, that's what we'd be looking at. So let's see if SPY opens up red. How is SPY doing, by the way? How are our futures doing? Futures are red. Okay, that would support this theory then. If this is not the correction and this is actually just the start of another wave, we're not going through a correction. So we'll leave that like that and see what happens. Still supports my 360 theory. That was always my thought. So it's just instead of it starting here, it's starting here. So yeah, silver's getting some good flow coming in. Ooh, it's following my tracks too. I did this I can't remember when I did this. Maybe I did this over the weekend. So this was my crazy. I tried to plot silver out as far as I could till the end of the year, And then this was my silver plotting. So it's in this zone right here. It needs to break above and go to 24. And once it gets out of the golden zone here, which I figure it'll probably struggle, which is why I have this this correction right here. I just killed a fly. The history of silver. Well, silver is a precious metal. Back in the Stone Age, they discovered silver and decided that silver was a good electronic conductor. And throughout the years, we've seen silver come more and more into use. We use it a lot in electronics. We use it a lot in construction and jewelry and things like that. That actually, it's a very useful metal. One of the reasons why it's so volatile. So, but no, silver. I traded silver. I started trading. I started falling in love with it back around here, because I was following it and I saw gold going nuts, but silver not. And historically, if we go back, silver tends to be very volatile, and it can have long periods of consolidation like this, and then I wouldn't mind. Let's see. Let's do this. Give us some key levels right there. Makes sense too. Look at that. It's like perfect in there. Those big yellow lines. That it would reject off this key level there. That makes a lot of sense. I could see this going up to here then. Okay. Ah! Silver's fun to chart. I don't think it follows the fibs and all that as good as stocks. One of the things that struggles with ETFs, especially ETDs like this, is because it's an actual physical backed it's a physical backed ETF. It can be affected by things that a lot of stocks can't be affected by. Kind of like oil stocks are affected by oil prices. This is affected by silver prices and currency and things like that. And it's really there's so many things that affect it. Unlike stocks that are pretty singular in what affects them, is it's whatever their business is. So there's a lot more things that go into it. But silver is on track to get back up there. So let's keep that in mind. I know my charts can sometimes get crazy and you can't follow them as much. I get a little bit more in depth that Danny does. I know he likes to just go, check it out. 1 line, 2 line, this is a bull flag, let's do it. So let's try that once. I mean, theoretically you kinda got a bull flag there. This kinda looks like a flamingo walking. You got like the one leg with the hunchback in the mouth. Oops. Got your tail. There's your flamingo. It's not a very good one. Never said I was a good drawer. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I still think leaps for silver may pay out really well. I've never wavered on the fact that silver is still a good long-term play. What I wavered on was the short term, and that's why I think from day one I've always told every single person that you should be getting January and out. And really what I've been telling people is to get June or next January of 2022. But people love to gamble, so I gave them the January lotto. I think it's still in play. I think the election's really going to tell. And I haven't charted out the dollar in a long time. I've kind of put in silver on the back burner until I saw some stuff happen in there. But look at that. We got a bear flag here, so we'll see what happens there. Let's throw some fibs on this and see what happens. But again, I don't think fibs work as well on this, but we can chart it out and see. I'd like to get rid of some of these other lines. We don't really need those anymore. So we can see it's in this key zone that I've been talking about a lot, the golden zone I call it. And we just want to make sure, I mean, if it breaks above here and breaks this downtrend, we could be seeing it go back up. So I want to see it bounce below here and hold below here. Yeah, let me get a water bottle. My mouth's getting a little dry. Good thing I have a fridge right next to me. They do have silver futures. It's called silver spot price. It looks like it's down right now. You can actually just trade physical silver at the spot price. But we kind of got a rising... I mean, that's the super movement here is a little bearish. We'll see what happens, though. Not going to get too far into that right now. Bitcoin? What the... Excuse me. Let's use Bitfinance. There we go. Ooh, got some bad sell signals on. I turned off the crypto signals in chat. I didn't think many people were interested in them, but if people want them, I can definitely bring them back. Holy cow. Crypto amazes me. It's got to be so easy to trade with how it follows fibs. Yes, please bring it back. Alright, we'll do it right now. I'll do it live. Like, look at these fibs. They're perfect. Alright. I'll set some alerts for you, just for you. Did just get a buy signal right there, though. There you go. Just for you, RJ. Do you guys want other... you want mini ones, too? I'll do some minis, too. Actually, minis, I have to change the settings. That's right. There we go. You want the minis to be really restrictive, so that way when they alert, they're pretty good. Because what's the point of having an alert if it doesn't make you money? Right? Right. Alright, what was it? Amazon was the next one? Oh, here. Let's chart this out real quick, see if we can figure this out. Oops. Let's... What is going on? Oh my god. That's what happens when you're tired. Those Look how crazy that is, though. Like, it just goes in the zone, gaps up in the zone, gaps up, and then... Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do some RPG after this. Alright, so what are we doing here? So check this out. So this is perfect right here. So there's a move right there. Then you probably got... I haven't really seen anything that would signify a great Elliott movement. I mean... Actually, yeah, I could see it. So you got up here, down here. I mean, if that's the case, this is... Alright, we're gonna have to do some... I'm just gonna put that there for now. I'm not ready to make this. We'll redo this. Hold on. We're on the 5 minute though. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what's going on out here. So I really tried to make this work on crypto, by the way. That's why I have all these lines here. I was trying to figure out how to make it buy where I wanted it to buy. Sometimes you just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's do some more fibs here. This is why some of my charts start getting ridiculous, by the way. Is I'll do fibs on fibs on fibs now. But it really works. It really works. Okay, now I'm starting to see a clearer picture. So you got the golden rejections here, down to the red zone here. And you got it up to the golden zone here. And then it probably might want to come back down. Yeah, Eric, if you want to be in my Discord, I have all these alerts and everything are automized and everything. Let me get you an invite link if you want to come hang out with us. We can get a little silly in my Discord, though. I kind of have I like to call it a fun personality. Fibs on fibs on fibs. Yeah, that'd be a good t-shirt, wouldn't it? Oh, isn't DT, aren't you my t-shirt guy? Or is that DRC? Who's my t-shirt guy? I need a t-shirt. So, alright, so if this is a full move right here, this is a full wave, then we can use that potentially to project out the next big wave. Holy cow, this can get a little nutso. So many fibs! You guys ever watch, what is it, Avengers, Endgame, where they go back in time and they're stealing the, what do you call it, the trident or whatever, not the trident, the spear from Loki, and then, the Hulk goes in the stairs, and he's going down the stairs. He's like, so many stairs! So many fibs! Alright. So, we definitely got a golden zone here. I'm surprised it just gapped up right through it, though. I mean, look, you got three goldens there, and it just went right through it and rejected all of them. So it could go like this then, in this zone down to here, if that is the potential retracement, and then we have it here. No. That should be a bigger wave, theoretically. Hold on. Wave 3 should go up to here. Wave 4 should come back down here. And wave 5 would be a full up to here. So that would be potentially, what did I just do? That's the other thing. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you think it's still going up, we could even go even crazier. Let's get real crazy with this. You can imagine, like, I wonder what the hell is that? It's still a blur. Oh my god. Bitcoin's fun. I like practicing on Bitcoin. That was one of my first videos. I said, practice your charting on Bitcoin. Because it's fun. Does that say 15 seconds? Oh my god, I got 15 seconds here. Holy crap, my other monitor just started working. Out of the blue. What the hell? What the Oh, I love it. I thought I was going to have to buy a new cord. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. I can move all my stuff over to the other window? What? Hopefully this doesn't F my streaming. There we go. Can you guys still see this okay? Or is it kind of weird? Oh, I did just F it, didn't I? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. How do I fix this? Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Hold on a second. I guess we'll just have to finish it in this way for the rest of the. Just have to finish it this way. No, I don't smoke anymore. I just haven't smoked in years. It's really hard when you have responsibility and kids. You kind of have to give up drugs. And get a life and make money and invest in stocks. Alright, let's do some more. We haven't done Amazon yet, I don't think. I called that though. Fucking A. I had a bull flag there. Complete breakout. Look at that. There's your Danny 2 lines. Bull flag. Boom. Done. Alright, now let's get crazy with it. So we got earnings here. We got Prime Day here. Just catching up on some chat here because now I got 2 screens, so I can't. Actually, no. I'll just bring it up. Since I already had them here, I'll just bring it over here. That's right. I could do that. It's the nice thing about having a huge ass monitor. You can just do a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, so I don't love this right here. I definitely don't love that. It pretty much just gapped right through this zone. I'm curious on why it stopped here. You would have thought it would have went up to here. And maybe that's why we're getting calls here, is it's not done yet. So what it might do, call me crazy, I'm not even going to do it. It's just going to go, it might go down like here. And then it might do this. So we'll see. It might start out down. It might be like one of those red to green days where it goes nuts. You got to think about this though. That's a It's a $150 move though. But then again, it went up $150 over the weekend. So fuck, why not, right? All right, so all right. So this is our move. This may explain. There it is. There it is. I knew it. I was like, I bet there's got to be another explanation why it stopped right there, on the money, on the 78% extension. I had a feeling there was a reason. We just hadn't charted it out yet. So it's stuck in the golden zone up here. In between the greens is always the hardest to get out of. Yeah, it's cool sometimes what you do on the fibs, and it just like works out perfect. So because it didn't break down but here, if it holds here, so this is the scenario I'm looking at right here, unless we can get a little zoomed in on this. Might can even go 5 minute on this. So because it couldn't break below this fully, what we're doing here is like, this is how I've described it to my coders on when we're looking at this for a potential, like we're trying to build an algorithm that can trade off a fib. So what it can do is it can auto chart a fib, and then what it can do is it can trade the retracement. So the way I would have done this is when it's entering in, say, 10% above and below here, we are turning a key, and this is a 2-key system. So if it goes below here, then we're taking puts, and that's our second key. So if it goes below here, we get a full bar below. That's our idea to take a put. And then when it enters into this zone, we're turning a key, and if it bounces back above, we're taking profits on that put. And if it's breaking down, we're holding that, and we're just doing that through each zone. And that's probably the simplest way to play fibs, is when it's on a fib line. Basically, if it breaks above it, you're taking a call, and if it breaks below it, you're taking a put. And then you're either taking profit here or you're riding it depending on what it does on the next line. If it starts zigzagging, you maybe just take your profits and the auto chart the fib like there is actually an auto fib already out there. I don't love it, but it is out there already, so it actually drew these fibs for us already, from here to here. You can see that. So there is an auto fib out there, so we don't have to necessarily reinvent the wheel. Looks like this auto fib, which I drew it a little different, but you can see on this auto fib, because I didn't draw that one, but that's fine. It bounced off the 236 here, so that's cool. So now we're going up here, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm not going to make any predictions. Amazon's kind of crazy, but it is kind of cool to see how these lines are resistance zones, and you can see it started at the 50% here, so it's just a different way of doing it, I suppose. Docu, you already got Docu done. You're gonna like it. I gotta turn this off though. So, based on fib action, I see it going between the 248 and the 250 here. And I charted this when it was right here, I think, or somewhere in here. And it's been following it up, so that's pretty cool to see. I like seeing that. I like seeing that I'm right. Just make that a little aesthetically pleasing. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be careful. It's definitely going to go somewhere in here. So, Get a little crazier with this. Could try to project this out. See how that works out. Yeah, I mean these lines overlap here. I don't see how it doesn't go here unless something happens. I'm currently in Uber and IBM. Uber was one I've been following for a very long time. It's got this perfect cup and handle right here. There we go. So I charted this out back here. It hasn't been following exactly what I've charted out, but I'm not bailing on it yet. So basically you had this full cup. You had a 50% handle almost on the money, and it's been struggling to break out, but as soon as it does, it's going to go crazy. So looking at here on the 5-minute, so you kind of got a collapsing wedge. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits the 61% retracement, but after that, we should be money. I'm hoping it bounces off this 36 right here and goes up, but I have big hopes for Uber to get up to 41 by the end of the month. And then IBM was one that I included in my newsletter over the weekend. I tried to make it real simple and took away the fibs here, but you basically got a nice retracement here. You got this trend line here it's been bouncing off of. So I was a little optimistic here, but we can do it again. Let's go from scratch here. Oops. So it needs to get back up to the 128 for sure. So even if it was like something like this, oops. This would still be a profitable play. Let's see here. So if we want to get real technical with it, we can do some tiny fibs here. Alright, it's holding the golden zone here, so that's good. We could try to project tomorrow with some trend fibs tomorrow. So that puts us into the golden zone right here, and then a golden zone retracement. So yeah, and then that puts us potentially between these two lines right here. And I'd like to see, I like the news that came out with the IBM. They have earnings coming up here, right here. So my plan was to hopefully see them in the 130 to 132 here, and then see what happens on earnings. They could go, I mean, they sell off, something like that. I mean, this could go crazy on earnings. It could go all the way up to there potentially, and then have a sell off, and then really start a move. I would have to go in depth more. I'm just trying to, earnings can cause any type of price action. That's the thing. I'm more worried about the what's going into earnings, and that's why I was bullish on it. But we gotta watch the price action. I did swing some calls overnight. I got in, I think, right here. It's either right here or right here, but I know I'm up right now, so I am down on Uber, but I'm not worried about Uber. I didn't go very big into Uber. I do have one that ATM made. I feel like his is really in depth, and I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. It is $50, but definitely worth it. It's in my referral links in the Discord, so if you go down into links and news and you hit referral links, there, if you scroll up a little, it says ATM's Elliott Wave course. That'd be the where to go. So once I have the bot, I don't plan on touching a chart ever again. So I just want to set it and forget it is my plan. That's been my plan forever. I'll still probably chart and do stuff for fun, but I don't really want to. The majority of my money will be in the bot is what the plan is. So I gotta in the money weekly because I'm a gambler. But I like the idea of going long into November. That was for me on Uber, because it's a huge move. You got to go out a little farther, and I'm describing it is the whole plan was to play it into earnings here. We can mark earnings here. So that was for me. I would have gone the November contracts for before earnings, probably on the 6th. So that way you got good there. So Raul, I had a feeling since you're Raul F and you're Raul Flores that's who you were. Alright, you guys got any final questions? Always, I'm gonna hop off. It's pretty late. I've been on for about an hour now, so hour and 10 minutes. I haven't done a good TA course in a while, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. No shit. Look at that. I charted that out on the weekend. On Friday. Right here is when I charted it out. That's like perfect. Put this one on your list. XOM. See if it gets up to my $38. I'd be interested to see if it does that. I'm going to do something here real quick while... Yeah, that looks right. Alrighty, everyone have a good night. Thank you for joining me.